EA Sports, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Carolina Panthers, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to North Carolina and the bustling city of Charlotte as we welcome you inside Bank of America Stadium, the home of the Panthers. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, excited for this one. Partner, what are we looking at here as this game gets rolling?
You know, I think this game is quite interesting in the fact, Mike, that I feel like before every week's matchup, we sit up here and we talk about quarterbacks and the passing game. And obviously, that is the direction the NFL has been headed for the last couple years. But in this matchup here today specifically, I think both these offenses want to flip that on its head. They want to control the clock, time management, ball control. Don't be afraid to punt the ball away and play defense. It's a little bit of an old school philosophy, but you have to do whatever it takes to win each matchup, and I think both of those formulas of these two teams are very similar.
This will be returned from the 6. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. And they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
When he was taken as the first overall pick in the draft a couple years ago, Mike, it certainly was not because of his physical stature. It was because of his mind. It was because of his processing ability. It was because of all the intangibles that they believed they saw in his days coming out of Alabama. Now, he's gotten some experience under his belt from a rookie year that had its ups and downs. He has all the talent in the world. Now he's got to go out and just capture it and make it happen.
Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he's going to bring this one back. Wow, less than a minute into the game. It's a pick 6 and an early touchdown. You get the ball to start the game thinking you'll score on offense. Instead, they allow the defense to be the first on the board in this one.
So now the question is, Mike, do you allow this to linger the rest of the day? You've dug yourself a pretty big hole here to start, but you've got to pick yourself up and realize this game is far from over, and we now got to get the ball back and establish some early rhythm.
The extra point by Gay is good, and the Colts will take a 7-0 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Panthers offense ready to take over once more. They are obviously still smarting from that pick 6 a moment ago. Quick 7-0 hole. Try to start digging out now with 1st and 10. Now he takes off, and he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
A second down throw for Young. A short one there, caught by Tremble. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
1st down and more to the 45. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. A big play for the Panthers. And even 30 yards.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Young. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On second down, Young. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Young. Quick throw, taken in. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Here's Eddie Pinheiro now, as the Panthers will try the field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. Pinheiro's kick is good. And the Panthers are on the board. It's 7-3. So Pinheiro had the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back out to kick it away. Anthony Gould now to return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by the former first-round pick out of Duke, quarterback Daniel Jones.
If he's going to lead his team to a win, he has to be smart with his decision-making. The last thing you want to do is give the opposing team an extra possession solely because you got reckless with the ball. As long as he is calculated with those risks, I think they have a good chance today coming out on top.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Jones. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Throwing is Jones on 3rd down. He'll try to run for it.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
So on 4th down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to take over once again. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll motion over Thielen. Young to throw on 1st and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. The motion man is Sanders. Young hands it to Hubbard. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Receiver in motion, headed left. On 1st and 10, here's Young. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Young. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's a handoff. Hubbard heading right. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Hubbard. And that'll give him a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. Another run here with Hubbard. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Here's the pistol snap to Young. He'll get this to his tight end, Ja'Tavion Sanders. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Back to throw, Young. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Panthers are back within 1. It's 7-6. So Pinheiro had the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back out to kick it away. Here's Gould on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Colts offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
A corner who is not only a good tackler, Mike, but a willing tackler can be a huge asset to any defense. So often they get a bad rap. They're considered just pass defenders. They want to run around. But for a guy to be able to come up and force the run and keep this to no gain, man, that makes a big difference on any defense.
They go zone read here on 3rd and short. A pickup there of 13. First down, Indianapolis.
I think this is something we're going to continue to see today, Mike, as this game goes along. They're going to make the defense make a decision. Do you want to account for the running back, or do you want to account for the quarterback? In this case, they choose the running back, and the quarterback makes them pay by picking up the first down.
Throwing on first down is Jones. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Everyone always assumes that you only want to run drag routes or crossing routes just underneath like mesh concepts against man coverage, but so often they're equally as effective against the zone. All it takes is one of those underneath man defenders to latch on to the wrong route, and all of a sudden there is a lot of room, not only for the completion, but for yards after the catch.
And it'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
At some point, the offensive line cannot just be dependent on the perfect play call. Somebody has to win. Somebody has to distort the defense and create some space for the running back to run. In this case, nobody could win. Stop for no gain.
They'll go again here with Taylor. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Jones. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. This a 44-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And the Colts extend their lead to 10-6. After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. The return starts from the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Panthers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here's Young. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And he's going to be close to a 1st down, up to the 34.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They put a receiver in motion to the left. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the 1st down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up 1st down.
So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Colts out to the early lead. and will return to Charlotte in a moment. So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Now Hubbard. He'll work forward for a couple. That's Charvarius Ward, able to make the play. Second down and 8. They'll run, and here's Raheem Blackshear. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Hubbard. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. 1st down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
Young to throw on 1st down, and unable to connect there. It's incomplete. Jatavian Sanders was the intended receiver. It's 2nd down. Here's Blackshear. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the give, it's Hubbard. And just a short gain there, down to the 38. Here's a 2nd and 9. A run now for Blackshear. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. The motion man is Sanders. To throw, Young. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
So Pinheiro had the field goal a moment ago. And now he's back out to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more, they'll begin with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jones. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws. And when errant throws, lead to big missed opportunities.
Jones to throw on second down. He'll look deep for Pittman. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
And it's the arm talent, Mike. It's on full display. His ability to step up in the pocket, get everything behind that ball, and throw a laser downfield. That's not a throw that all quarterbacks in the NFL are capable of making, and I think it was pretty good defense. Just turned out to be a better throw.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the ground for the first time, this is Khalil Herbert. It'll be a short pickup down to the 31. It's a Caleb Evans on the stop. Here's 2nd and 6. Jones going to hang on to it here with good blocking leading the way. He's got the first down inside the 25.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's a run up the middle with Herbert. And he'll be taken down.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Ball resting on the 9. 1st down and goal. Now Jones. And he'll take it on in. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Indy. Gay to add the PAT. His kick is good. And the Colts are going to open up the lead to 8. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Panthers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. To throw is Young. He'll get this into the hands of Thielen. Still going. Inside the 20. And he'll be taken down.
We see so many wide receivers in today's NFL that almost resemble more of a running back style. When they get the ball in their hands, not only are they able to pick up big yards, they're able to fight through tackles and make people miss. That's an element that a lot of offenses are searching for. Takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Young. He fumbled the football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
3rd and long. Tremble comes in motion. Throwing now on 3rd and long. Along the sideline. Thielen there to pull it in.
So what they're trying to do with this concept here, Mike, is they're trying to put layers into the defense. There's somebody attacking deep. There's somebody attacking intermediate. And then in this case, they force the ball to be thrown to the underneath check down, and they're able to keep them short and force 4th down.
Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Panthers are back within 5. So Pinheiro had the field goal a moment ago. And now he's back out to kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Michael Pittman making his way back out there along with the rest of the Colts offense. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this 1st down. Here's Jones to throw. Finding the open man, that's Pittman. And he's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. To throw is Jones. Again, they target Pittman. He's got another catch. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Play action now. It's Jones. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. It's a 1st down and a gain of 16.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
On play action, it's Jones. That is caught downfield by Pierce. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Jones. Third and 5. Back to throw is Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Colts add on to their lead. After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. He'll start at the 4. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The home team's offense and veteran wideout Adam Thielen set to take over once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried in the first half, it hasn't worked. Quickly to the outside and complete. Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, Young. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Young. He'll try and get there on carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. But this is taken in by a teammate. A pickup of 12 yards. It's a Carolina first down.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
Two minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more from Charlotte. After this, they face 2nd down and 7. Throwing is Young. Gonna set up the screen here to Hubbard. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Third and a yard. To throw is Young. He finds the big tight end, Tremble. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a first down.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
A 2nd down throw for Young. Over the middle, he's got Leggett. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down coming up. Back to throw, Young. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Here's Young. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Throwing on second down, Young. This pass deflected and caught. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. Pinheiro's kick is good. And the Panthers are back within 5. Final second now of this first half as this one is away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Jones now on first down. He'll take a deep shot for downs. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half, about to get started. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Here's Gould on the return. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Colts offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll start out first down and 10. That one complete to Pierce. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Zone read, and they hand it to Herbert. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Third down and 9. From the gun, it's Jones. And this ball incomplete on third down.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
And a pretty good punt there. The fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line. The home team's offense and Bryce Young set for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down. A run with Hubbard. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Zaire Franklin that time, there for the tackle. On the ground, this is Hubbard. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down. Now Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
On fourth down, on is Sam Martin to punt. Back deep, Anthony Gould. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Colts offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Trayvon Merrick up to make the tackle. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Still second down.
Shotgun now for Jones. And this one is caught by Pierce. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Now Jones. A throw on the move is caught. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Here's Jones. Quick throw, taken in, and that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big gain.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Jones. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Linebackers in general have the reputation of being very instinctive players, and I think we saw it there on that last pass breakup. The ability to diagnose and read the play almost before it even starts. It allows them to be in the right spot at the right time and allows them to make the play.
They'll run straight ahead with Herbert. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Still 3rd down.
So now, after the penalty, a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Jones operating out of the pistol. He's got his man, right side, it's complete.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that 1st down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
They'll run on 1st down with Taylor. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Patience is a great quality of a running back. You have to wait for holes and gaps to develop. But in this case, Mike, he just kept waiting, and nothing ended up happening. No gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Jones. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Jones keeping this one. He's going nowhere. That call, not the right one. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, nothing doing here, Mike. And the key to stopping that on defense is you have to get them before they have a chance to get going. And that's exactly what they're able to do here. No gain, force the 4th down.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. 2 choices down there. Either work it up inside or use that speed to the edge. And Greggy's able to sneak it in for the touchdown.
Down here this close, Mike, there's a lot of bodies in there tight. So oftentimes, if you can get the back on the edge, they can rely on that speed, and that's exactly what we saw here. He wins the race to the pylon, and he's rewarded with 6 points.
Now Gay for the extra point. He's got it. And the Colts will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Young. Looking left side is tight end Tremble. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
Really nice job here by the tight end, understanding that if you're not open, get open. And if you are open, stay open. He found a nice void in the zone on the backside of the defense, friendly to the quarterback. Nice pickup.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Young hands it to Hubbard. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Here's a toss left side. It's Hubbard. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3. Third down, 3 to go. They'll run it here with Hubbard. Punting time for the Panthers, set to kick this one away. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
They go right back to Taylor. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. The tackle there by Shai Tuttle. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Play action now. It's Jones. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. The Colts about set to punt. This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll motion over Thielen. Young to throw on first down. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face first and goal. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. From the 2 now, here's second and goal. From the gun, it's Young. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Carolina. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Panthers have cut the deficit to 5. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Here's Gould on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's first and 10. Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Great job here by the defense, making sure that they have one defender responsible for the running back and one responsible for the quarterback. In this case, they decide to give it to the back. He's taken down for a loss.
Working from the gun, it's Jones.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. It's a pickup of 13 yards. That's good for a Colts first down.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
Jones now on first down. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's second and 6. Out of the gun, here's a give to Taylor. And he'll get this down to the 40. That's a nice run, and it's also a first down. On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. Not much there. He'll get this down inside the 40. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Jones. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Jones. Open man, right side. He's got it. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left. And it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Jones. He pulls it in around the 5. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. Jones to the air again. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Colts. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Gay to add the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Colts will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. On 1st and 10, here's Young. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
These are the kind of plays that give running backs bad names. I mean, there's nothing fancy about this. You're wide open, the ball's on target. He just flat out dropped it.
Off the play fake. Here's Young. Now he takes off. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
These plays just kill you on defense. The pressure is good, but you have to contain them. Quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
Here's 3rd and 7. Out of the shotgun, Young. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Desperation time now setting here in the fourth quarter. This is where the urgency of your 2-minute offense is so critical. How many plays can you run and how fast can you run them? Because one score is not going to do it. You're going to have to score and get the ball back and end up going down and punching it in again.
They'll motion over Thielen. Young to throw on 1st and 10. That's to the left side, hauled in by Leggett. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. A run now for Blackshear. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. They'll put a receiver in motion right. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Tremble comes in motion. They'll go play action with Young. That one taken in right side by Leggett. Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw is Young. Quick throw here is complete. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Tremble comes in motion. A give up the middle, it's Hubbard. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Another run here with Hubbard. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Here's Young. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Ja'Tavion Sanders. Touchdown, Panthers. The tight end using the middle of the field. I got a tight end next to me who's caught 60 NFL touchdowns, knows how to operate down in those spaces.
And that was my favorite place to operate, Mike. I always had this rule. The closer you got to the middle of the field, the worse they got at defending the pass. So that's where I wanted to work, and that's where this guy was working and leads himself to a touchdown.
Extra point by Pinheiro is good. The Panthers have cut the deficit to 5. So things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This returnable from the 4. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Colts offense and Daniel Jones ready to get going once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. On 1st and 10, here's Jones. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. On 2nd down, here's a run with Taylor. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll drop to throw. He gets this one complete to Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Give up the middle to Taylor. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They'll go again here with Taylor. They'll work forward only to about the 18. The Panthers, they're going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Run with Taylor. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field, and that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. On the give, this is Taylor. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
On 3rd down, here's a run by Taylor. This isn't going to work out much better either. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage this time. No gain, tough sequence, and that brings up 4th down.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their 4th quarter lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. On first down is Young. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. So this one, a win for the visiting Colts. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.